Preseason is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback. It's Young off play action. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Back to throw. Burke. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lumberjacks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Young off the play fake. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Young on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Throwing to start the drive. Burke. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Off play action. Burke. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Burke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Looking to throw. Burke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, Young loses it.
And this is picked up by the defense. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. You see what Riddick was able to do in last week's ball game. 24 carries, 105 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams, because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Off play action. Burke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Burke. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Again, they run with Campbell. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run up the middle with Campbell.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 62 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Young will set to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Riddick with a carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great?
Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They go up the middle with Campbell. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Young working out of the gun. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go back to Riddick. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here is Young. Campbell making the catch. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graves.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
On the ground, it's Riddick.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That good for 19 and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Burke. He hits Riddick underneath.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Burke. He finds his man. Complete. That's Graves. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. Burke.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yards.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Burke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on them as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Riddick.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Back to throw. Burke. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Operating from the gun. Burke. And he's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lumberjacks continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Looking to throw. Burke. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Thomas has got it, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Riddick. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Burke. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Burke.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
To throw on 3rd down, Burke. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Young now. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Throwing on first down, Burke.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Burke. This is Riddick on the screen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw, Burke. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out now come the Vikings.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 7, Young. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Take this one down near the 15. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Young again on the keeper.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Campbell. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. To throw, Young. And he wisely will throw that one away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Lumberjacks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Young to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw a play.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings now heading onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Throwing again on second down. Young. And a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lumberjacks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Now Young. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Price. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down.
It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt, you can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this